Today we're going to take a break from DC, and today we're going to review that's right, Vehicle Voltron. Yeah, this is Vehicle Voltron. I've had this thing since I was a kid. This thing has been played with over the years, and y'all, if you get a good close up, you can tell it's the wear and tear on it. But not too long ago, Mad Wumba on YouTube had a video about your holy grail of toys, and this is one of my holy grails right here. I've had this since '84, '85, around that time frame, and I would not trade this for anything. But yeah, this is holy grail of toys for me, and I really can't believe I still have this for one, because it's made of a, I don't know, I'll show you some of the parts that are kind of broken off. But yeah, let's do the backstory of Vehicle Voltron, and without going too much in detail, without boring you guys. Vehicle Voltron, I remember back in the day, '84, '85, that show was syndicated. So, you know, at least around here, once the cartoon series made its run, it would usually go to a different time frame, or time slot, or a different show would come on. And I remember Line Voltron series was wrapping up, and you're like, oh man, what are they going to show now? You know, is Voltron still going to come on? Well, the next day, you know, me and my friends were ready to watch Voltron, and we're ready to watch Line Voltron, and then Vehicle Voltron came on. Same theme song, just different intro, you know, different cartoon sequences. You're like, what in the world is this? You know, Voltron, defender of the near universe. You know, because the Line Voltron was defender of the far universe. You know, so we watch this, and man, I like this. For some reason, most people don't, but I always like this Voltron better. This, because he's just cooler. There's 15 different pieces of him. And they consist of the air team. Well, they consist of the land team, the sea team, and the air team. So there's 3 different teams that make up Voltron. 15 different pilots, 3 different teams: air, land, and sea. And so I was like, oh, that's cool. So it's kind of like, I don't even remember what the show was about really, but I just remember them exploring different planets. And it's been so long since I've seen it. They explore different planets. It's kind of like Star Trek, you know. The air team would check out the air of the planet, and then the land team obviously would check out the surface, and the sea team would check the water out. Yeah. And then, you know, they've battled bad guys too, like on Line Voltron. But I remember getting this toy in Oklahoma City at a place called Toys by Roy's. I don't know if anyone remembers that. I don't know if that was a local toy store. I don't know if it was a, you know, franchise of toy stores, but that place is out of business now. But I remember having a choice of Line Voltron, you know, made by Matchbox, and this was also made by Matchbox, or Vehicle Voltron. So I had a choice of Line Voltron or Vehicle Voltron. I said, well, there's 5 lions, which is cool, but there's 15, you know, toys to this. I was like, I think I will go, because I like the cartoon better, so I went with this, because there's 15 different individual toys right there connecting to making Voltron. So let's disassemble this guy. Alright, so we're going to disassemble him. So you take off this. I hope I don't break anything. He hasn't been taken apart in years. Well, crap. Okay, let's flip him around. We'll take off these arms. Yeah, ooh, he doesn't stand very well. And take off these arms. And then we'll take off his leg. I mean, the plastic has been, the pegs have been kind of worn down for playing over the years. And some of them are stuck. There's his legs. I can build a figure here. Or collect and connect piece. Airplane. Then you push the button. Push the button again. Oh, man. Spring loaded. I can't believe these are still working. But that part don't want to come out. Oh, here, cracking. There we go. crack-a-lackin'. So here we go. Bunch of tool vehicles. Then here, so these pop off like that, which is cool. Take the car apart, and then let's see. Here we go. Unfortunately, over the years, I had to glue these two pieces together because let's see. Let me show you. It's kind of the same on this one. They got these little yellow pegs that they just get worn out after time, and so with a switch here. Well, I don't want to do that because that won't probably ever go back together. Helicopter. There we go. Voltron's face. Close it. Ta-da. Okay. So here we go. There's 15 different toys here, and what we're going to do, I'm going to show you. You know, on the cartoon, they would either fly around or drive around or dive down, I guess, individually when they were exploring a planet, or they would form teams, and the teams would do it too. So here we go. We're going to assemble the sea team, or the water team, but let's see. Show you so you can all see. So like I said, this is glued together. I wonder if I can pull that apart. Nope, not gonna do it. It's been glued for years. I'm surprised the glue still stands. So the sea team, I think the commander rode in this. The guy that was in charge, he was a blue guy too. He rode in this one. I don't think they ever said everyone's name in the cartoon because there's 15 different people to keep track of. But you always knew the guy who was in charge of the land team, and the guy who was in charge of the sea team, and of course the commander of Voltron drove this one, or flew this one. And of course the leader of all those Japanese cartoons, they always look the same. So he kind of looks like the guy from the other Voltron, just different hairstyle. Heath, Keith, Meef, Jeef. So here we go. We're going to form the sea team. So these guys go together. Ta-da! And this guy over here. Ta-da! There we go. So that's how the sea team sometimes would explore underwater different worlds. Okay. So let's do the land team. So obviously land team was cars. It's like a blazer. That's kind of cool. I have a blazer like this, but gold. So here's where the commander rode. He rode in this. This is also Voltron's crotch. And so you put these down. These go down. You put the vehicle in. Oops. So the vehicle just kind of slides in there. There we go. And you do the same on this. You just slide it in a little hole right there. Let's see. So far, so good. There we go. So then the hands, the other vehicles that makes Voltron hands, they go right here. Man, it barely clips on. It's almost went out. Unfortunately, I do not have the other hand to Voltron. That has disappeared. I know it's around the house somewhere. I hope I didn't throw it out, which I don't throw anything, toys away, unless they're loose articulation Superman figures. But right here. So I lost this hand. I saw on eBay where you could buy this individually or the hand individually, but it's not a priority right now. So out of 15 different pieces, I'm only missing one piece. That's pretty good. So that's how the land team, and this thing can fly too on the cartoon, which was kind of stupid, but I guess it would have to. But anyway, so here we go. That's cool. That's the way the land team would you know, explore different worlds. Now for the air team, my favorite team as a kid. So this is the main part. This is Voltron's chest. It looks like a bus, but this is part of the air team. And then, so you get this Voltron's head. It goes into here. Oh crap. Ooh, I don't think that's gonna go in there. Oh man, you hear that? And these helicopter blades are kind of fragile here, like they're ready to break off. So, but oh well. They're old, man. Over 20 years old, or getting close to 20 years. 80, 90, yeah, close. Over. So here we go, and then this here, the red thing goes here, and it goes on top. Little clips, white clips that connect, and there's the air team. Woohoo! That's cool. So the C team, the air team, and the vehicle team. So pretty cool. So now, when it was time to full Voltron at the last 5 minutes of the cartoon, they would all split apart, of course. So let's form Voltron. So we'll take these legs off. Pop those off. You're supposed to push the button. There we go. And then, so little buttons here. I don't know if you can see them. Button there. Pull it off. Button right here. Pull it off. Alright. So Voltron. Here we go. Little black thingy that comes down. That's supposed to stay, but don't stay anymore. This old. So here we go. Ta-da! So we're forming the feet and legs. There we go. And then it's already pretty tall. You pop these blue, pop that blue thing down. Pop the red thing down. And then you get Voltron's crotch. Form Voltron's crotch. And that doesn't really stay no more either. That's been played with a lot. So then it has a hole for the next piece there. So scan up, scan up. And then the C-Team commander, he would form Voltron's belly, I guess. And let's see. The cool thing about the red team, all you gotta do is just take this red piece off, because he goes the other way now. And then you can just leave it like that. And then scroll up a little bit so we all can see. This door right here pops open. And then the chest. And then the legs. I mean, not legs, arms. The hands. There we go. Wow. I'm surprised. Well, they do still stay up a little bit. The socket's kind of been worn, but certain positions will still stay up. And then, there was one cartoon, they formed Voltron, but this guy, and it was a female pilot that flew this, she got hurt, or this thing crashed or something, and they couldn't form Voltron. So this is really the main piece to form Voltron. Or at least in that episode it was. And then they would go down. This thing would fly down, perfect. And it energizes Voltron. And then his, here, let's zoom in on this head. Out of focus. Out of focus. Hocus pocus. Okay, here we go. So then the doors open. And there we got Voltron. Let me take this off the stand here. This is the first time I've ever took it off the tripod so you can see it. So there we go. Voltron. So that is Voltron right there. That's pretty cool. I can't believe I still have this. And in the cartoon, he can only be Voltron for 5 minutes. That was so lame in the cartoon. That's the only thing I didn't like about Vehicle Voltron. He only could be Voltron for 5 minutes. Then in the later seasons, they kind of went away from that storyline, thank God. But yeah, I don't know what they did different. So, as a kid, I would only assemble Voltron for 5 minutes. I would literally count the minutes and then take them apart and disassemble them because I didn't want to ruin him because the cartoon said he only can be Voltron for 5 minutes. His arms, these are spring-loaded, so his arms will shoot. Wow, I went pretty far. And so that still works. That's cool. Ugh. I just wish I had the blue arm, the blue hand, and I don't know where it went to. But that's pretty cool. Let's do a size comparison here. Alright, so here is a size comparison. That is a 6-inch All-Star Wave DC UC Batman figure compared to Voltron. So Voltron is huge. It's probably one of the biggest toys I have. Let's see. I haven't done a review on him yet, but he'll make his debut right here. Okay, so there's Solomon Grande next to Voltron, Vehicle Voltron. So, I leave Vehicle Voltron on display like that because, you know, I just don't want his pegs to get broken. And eventually, over the years, I bet I'm going to have to just glue him all together. It would be nice to have another one of these, you know, like in mint condition, but it's like $200, $300 last time I looked on eBay for 15 pieces. So I'm happy with this one because this is the one I owned as a kid, and thank God that my parents bought it for me, and I kept it for a long time. And so that's Vehicle Voltron. I wish Mattel would make a new Voltron. That would be awesome, but this Voltron wasn't as popular as the line Voltron. So I'm happy with this. I think there's another company that might make this again, but it was just in the prototype stages, and I haven't heard anything about it. So if you know, post down below if it's going through. Show me the link or something. So thanks for watching, and this was Vehicle Voltron. Oh gosh. Solomon Grande mad. Solomon Grande mad because Voltron hit him in the head. Bye.